Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Dark Souls 2. So I purposely killed myself so I could become Hollow, because we managed to get through practically all of Aldia Keep without dying, with the exception of as a phantom. And we also fought our first dragon. It was amazing. It was fun. But now to the murder.
This contains my power. Long ago, this naive vessel of mine set about devising new spells. The fool dreamt of bringing new forms of magic into the world. But instead, he created me. Mostly by chance, but he did a fine job, I must say. What he sought was strength, and so I decided to demonstrate. While my vessel slept, I'd find my mark and hunt him down. But my vessel did not approve. And so while I slept, he sealed the both of us away.
So yeah, this guy has multiple personalities. While you're human, the real guy will talk to you. And while you're Hollow, it's this guy. If you free him, essentially every time this guy sleeps, he's going to try to hunt you down in various areas. He's a rather powerful magic user, to say the least, so you generally don't want him running about, especially since he doesn't really provide any actual drops as far as I can tell.
No, I don't have anything against humans. But how is it that you go about defining good and evil? I'm only using what the gods gave me. How can that be so wrong? So what say you to a spot of murder on my behalf? If you don't, I'll leave this place and take more lives. Many more. I couldn't give a fig either way, so what's your choice?
Sure.
Yes, I see how very kind of you. I want you to kill a merchant named Gilligan. A greedy, foul man. He won't be missed, I assure you. Yes, bring me a ladder miniature as proof. Is the only person who'd have such an odd knick-knack.
Okay. So he wants us to kill Gilligan, the ladder guy. I'm gonna go ahead and use these. I'm actually running out of those, of Homeward Bones. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can always equip a ring of attunement and just equip Homeward as my spell. So he wants, as proof of us killing him, we have to get the ladder miniature from him. There are two ways to get it. One way is to kill him. If you kill him, you'll get the ladder miniature and I think one other item off of him.
Hey, what have you been up to? You wouldn't believe. I thought at least here in the middle of nowhere, I could stay clean. Huh?
So the other way is simply just to buy it from him for about 8,000 souls.
Cheers for that.
Yep, enjoy. Actually, do you have anything to say after I bought so much junk? Talk.
That gaping hole.
Nope,
It's where the
you're
people
useless.
cops. Oh, what's?
But
What? Don't
despite
waste
him
my
being
time.
sort of useless, I'd rather not kill him. It's not worth the sin. So, the thing we just got, find it. No, it's a key. Ornament depicting a ladder. A small ornament ladder, a quaint little thing, but only for show. This ornament does not seem to have any particular function and should not be worth much, but it is sold at an exorbitant price. So, we have our proof that we, quote-unquote, killed the guy. Now, beyond this, I don't really know I don't have any recollection of the quest line simply because, well, I've never done it before. But essentially, every person that you're supposed to kill, you can actually get a, you can get the proof some other way. Unfortunately, I don't recall some of. Well, I guess it really depends on what the proof is. I might be able to remember what shop you can get it to from, or just you can find it.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
It's a spelling ring.
Now let's discuss our next mark.
Increases magic, lightning, fire, and dark resistance. You can actually get this ring another way, I think.
I want you to kill one more. Your target will be Cale, the man who's drafting that map. While I was trapped in here, he touched me, that maniac, like I was some rare specimen. He wore a strange helm. Bring it back as proof. Yes, I knew I could count on you. Perhaps this will slake my thirst.
Okay. Well, I hate being touched too, so we'll kill well, I don't think we actually have to kill him. I believe you can get, actually, don't we have his set already? Actually, I don't think so, at least not on this character. Too much running. More bone. We'll go talk to him. I believe there's sort of a quest line with him. It's essentially just getting all of the fires lit, which we have done already. Well, all the primal bonfires, that is. There's only 4 of them as far as I know, so we'll see how that goes. Coming through. Now, if he doesn't give it to me, or if I might have it already. I just don't remember. All these parts of these videos are kind of a blur to me at the moment. It also doesn't help that I'm playing this with another character as well.
Even more flame. I don't. But there is some. It seems something. I would not venture. It was. But it.
Pretty sure I don't have his hat. But yeah, you can, supposedly if you hit a primal bonfire, all the primal bonfires, he's supposed to,
Did you see the flame? It wasn't. I don't. But there is. It seemed something.
well, sorry to tell you.
My.
Cale's Helm. So now I've sinned, I believe. But I can live with one sin. I just didn't want to go through the trouble of dealing with his quest. It's not worth the trouble. All you get is his armor set, which isn't really good. It's just cosmetic, I guess you can say. Let's pay a quick visit to here. Let's see if I can remove the sin. Besides, he would have gone hollow anyway. I'm just, you know, justifying my murder. Then again, I've murdered several people in the freaking rat caves and the,
Now, confess your sins to me.
I have not sinned.
Whenever you are...
I guess it... Okay, whatever. I'm pretty sure I've sinned. Because I killed a guy. But whatever. Maybe he doesn't like Cale either. Fine by me. Alright, let's go back to Aldea's Keep. I mean, at this point, we're kind of just taking care of loose ends. There's not... Like I said, we're pretty close to done. We have... Dragon's Area, or whatever it's called, and... and then we have to do the memories. The question... Actually, do I even have to do the memories? I'm not entirely sure. I do believe you have to do the dragon at the very least. I mean, you don't have to kill him, but you have to go and speak with him. I'll also attempt to kill him, even though I've never attempted it before.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
Simpleton Spice.
Now let's discuss our next mark.
Hey, you said one more.
I want you to kill one more. Your target is Felkin the Hexer. As proof, bring me that peculiar scepter of his. What do you say?
Sure.
Yes, very good. But he will be formidable. Be cautious.
Now, I've actually never met anyone named Filkin, but I think I know who he's talking about. There was that one guy in the chair that refuses to talk to you because he says you don't use his type of magic, and why am I walking when I have these things? So I'm going to go to him and see what he's about. I'm pretty sure he's going to say nothing to me because I'm still not at the point where I can use hexes because I never increased my intelligence. So we need to get to Huntsman Coves. Right there. I'll need to remember to go to this NPC with my main character, my hex user, because I never did. I mean, I ran into him.
Leave me, and I'm interested in one thing, dog. You haven't the gift.
Yeah, I mean, the only other person that uses hexes is, of course, the guy over in the jail cell, Strayed, but he's Strayed, he's not Falcon. So...
What are you doing?
It's really hard to hit you.
Let the dog take control. Oh, dog. I see it.
Sunset Staff. Oh, I already had that. Oops. You didn't have to kill him at all. Well, now I have two. He doesn't even take the items from you either. But you know what? I don't feel bad about it. I mean, they'll be back in New Game Plus anyway. That's my justification. They'll be back. I'll see if that classifies as sin. Let's take a quick look at our player info. Yeah, we still have we don't have we won't have a title until we've sinned 10 times. At that point, we'll be targets of blue sentinels.
Now, you seek indulgence?
Beg for pardon. That is a oh, it's based off level.
Then you such virtue. Whenever
It costs. Yeah, it's 1,000 per soul level. I thought it was 1,000 per sin. Yeah, I ain't paying 156,000 souls. I don't even have that many. That's okay. I mean, it's an NPC I was not gonna ever visit because I wasn't gonna be a hexer in this run. But I didn't need to kill him in any case because, well, I already have the Sunset Staff. The problem is I didn't know I needed the Sunset Staff. I only knew I needed his staff, and you can't see what staff he's using because he's sitting in a chair. So it was kind of a lose-lose situation for me. I mean, sort of looking at the wiki, I would have not... there was no way for me to know. Assuming I've killed the right person to begin with. Then again, I could have just randomly murdered someone. But now I have one sin, but one sin doesn't really do anything to me. It's not until I hit 10 that it becomes an issue. And even then, I'm not too afraid of blue sentinels. Anyone that's going to PvP against me is more likely going to be a freaking red sentinel, a red phantom, or well, pretty much just red phantoms. I mean, nothing else can really invade me, unless I go back to a gray area. I should have just talked to him again to see what he would say.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it.
Forbidden Sun.
Now let's discuss something of importance.
So we just picked up a spell. Pyromancer developed in Aldean rites. Fires a giant fireball with a widely encompassing explosion. What could possibly justify such excessive destructive power? In all likelihood, the madmen of Aldean never even questioned the need. So it uses 3 slots, and it only has 2 uses. So this is a big spell. Probably not going to be using it, at least on this run. I may consider using it for New Game Plus, because I'm probably going to respec when I do New Game Plus. But that depends if I actually do a playthrough of it for YouTube or not. Anyway, let's talk.
You could kill a dozen like that, and it wouldn't matter. I want you to kill someone of import.
Okay.
I want you to kill the girl in Majula, known as the Muse. They say that she is the last firekeeper, but they say a lot of things. That she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed fools. Nonsense. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets, and I will be content to remain here. The girl will have a peculiar feather. Bring it to me. Now go along.
Sure. So, if I recall, we just got a feather. Oh, here's the scale. Oh, scale the offer to a dragon. That's for the covenant, I believe. But yeah, we got a feather somewhere. Just don't remember where. It's somewhere in my inventory. Oh, here it is. H feather. Return to last bonfire rested at. Oh, I think this is an infinite use item. Ah, can be, yeah, an aged bird feather returned to the last bonfire rested at can be used repeatedly. So in other words, that spell I have for returning to the bonfire is useless now. The child of dragons sequestered away from the world. Imagine a world of boundless possibilities with the mere sight of a feather. Well, I have a feather.
Yes, that's the feather. Good. Oh, that is very good. Your reward. Take it.
Unleash magic. Boost your magic within the body beyond even your own limits, but at great cost to HP. The terrible deeds carried out in Aldia led to the unintentional birth of several shadowy things, all of them eerily malformed. So yeah, since we had that feather, we could easily complete this quest without killing her, which is good because she's, you know, our only source of leveling up.
What do you require? You've been good to me. Go on. Tell me what you need.
So now we can access the shop. I believe, well, on my other playthrough where I accidentally freed him, if you talk to him while human, after beating the boss, he will sell you stuff then. So you you always can get access to the shop without any issues. He sells 2 different mage sets, the astrologer set, and then the Black Witch set, which is the set that I showed off when I was briefly showing off the game while asking if you guys wanted me to do this. The Black Witch hat allows you to attune the attunement of an additional spells. I think it gives you 1 additional spell slot. You get the Thunder Quartz ring +2 if you ever want it. There's some Dragon Charms, Crimson Waters, Bonfire Aesthetics, and you can get access to Great Magic Weapon and Strong Magic Shield, both of which I already have. So really the only thing I want is the ring, and I'm just short of the amount I need.
Well,
That's easy enough to fix because I do have some Fated Souls in my inventory somewhere. There we go.
what do you...
There we go. Now we have a Thunder Quartz ring +2.
These are for you.
We can also get his Chaos set.
Don't mind the specks of blood. Now I am at peace. I will sit here and watch the world turn. Now I am at... I will...
Okay.
Well,
So we just now got his Chaos set. Chaos robes. You actually have to have intellect and faith to do it. I believe you can only get it if you do the quest line, so I think I missed my chance on my other character. The Chaos set actually has really high, looks like fire resistance, which could be useful for robe worn by a Chaos Sorcerer. He calls himself Navlin now. What else can we get? Chaos Hood. Improves casting speed. Yeah, it's not a bad set. Just has different resistances, really. Anyway, that pretty much took up most of my time, unfortunately. Actually, let's go ahead and pop a FG. See if he has anything to say.
I haven't said anything strange, have I? I have absolutely no intention of leaving here. Do not attempt to help me. Just let me sit here and wither quietly away. Please. Please.
Okay. Well, that takes care of all that, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop a Homeward Bone. Press the bonfire, and we'll go ahead and go straight into Dragon's Eyrie. There aren't very many enemies that actually respawn here. There's a few exploding undead, and then the rest are dragons, which do not respawn after you kill them unless you use a bonfire aesthetic. There's also a lot of twinkling lizards here, which you can take advantage of. And that's a rope thing. Or could have been a rope thing. Yep, see, there's the undead guy. Oops, hold through your eggs. There's a few places you can like drop down to get to the items, but for the most part there's nothing really that important here. There is a katana, I believe it's called the washing pole. Twinkling Titanite, large Titanite shard, Palestone, Radiant Life Gem. So there's a lot of these lizards, so using bonfire sticks, it could be a good way to farm up Twinkling Titanite, though it's kind of a luck of the draw with how many you'll actually get. Oh, by the way, there's a dragon. Oh wow, good thing I fell. Anyway, I missed, I probably aggroed a bunch of lizards, of the twinkling lizards up there. So I'll have to come back up there after respawning them. You generally want to deal with the dragon first before anything else. Right in the face. So yeah, me just circling around like that just aggroed all the lizards. Dragon tooth. Silver brave warrior. Twinkling titanite. I'll more likely just hold on to the Twinkling Titanite and not worry about farming anymore. Just save them for like when I switch to a different sort of spec. Oh, come on! Got it. Large Titanite Shard, Petrified Bones, and a Raw Stone. Yeah, I really hate the fact that you can shield break your freaking chime. It's actually really annoying. Anyway, we're just about done here. For the most part, anyway. I fell down that hole. Or was it down this hole? They all look the same. Alright, let's drop down here, see if there's anything. Nope. But yeah, you can generally avoid all the dragon nest if you really want to. It's not a big deal. But like I said, you generally will get some good stuff out of it. Mainly just imbuing stones and upgrade stones for refinement. There's a lot of routes you can take, I suppose. Alright, let's continue a little bit and then I'll go ahead and... Actually, what's up there? That's the one I just killed, isn't it? Yep, it is. Okay, I'll go ahead and call this a video then. I'm the Depressed Eeyore. When we come back, I'll use the bonfire and hopefully respawn some of these lizards I missed. See you guys next time.